Integrity is one of the 4 virtues that I think every mentor has to have. And that functions on 2 levels. The first is you can't be a mentor if you haven't created a safe space for people to trust you. And that trust is either 100% or not at all. There isn't a middle space. So a mentor who doesn't walk the walk is a mentor you can't trust. And that means that the first prerequisite of a mentor is that they actually embody the virtues that they espouse. You don't have to be perfect. You can be struggling with them. But you can't be flagrantly violating your core values and still be in a position to mentor others. So I think that's the first prerequisite of any good mentoring. The second virtue is caring and empathy. It's not a matter of having the technical information for how to achieve a goal. Mentoring isn't about problem solving. Mentoring is about cultivating a human being and giving them permission to let their greatness shine in the world. And so you have to be able as a mentor to find what is admirable and lovable about the person in front of you, even if you don't like them. Even if there are many things that aren't admirable or lovable about that person, you have to be able to identify those things that make that person a child of God and worthy, so that you can then open up to them in the way that a mentor needs to. One of the tricks I use for myself to do that is when someone puts themselves in front of me and they're not someone that I easily like, I ask myself, if I were that person's father, what would I see in them? And what's amazing is framing the question in that way completely changes the way I see them. There is no one who I haven't been able to suddenly see things that had been invisible to me before. And in some ways, the religious tradition allows us to do that even more so. With God as parent, we're able to see how God is able to focus on the lovable aspects of ours and not on our constant failings and shortcomings. And that's something that a mentor also has to do. You have to be, because I had a student who approached me yesterday, graduating the rabbinical school, having a difficult time getting a job. He comes to me and says, what am I doing wrong? Why am I being rejected by place after place? Now, if I can't stand in a place of love, then my criticisms of that person are part of tearing that person down. But if I love that person, then I can stand in their corner and say, I'm going to tell you things because I love you and because I know you can overcome these. I know you can transcend these, and I have faith in you. And it's paradoxically that very faith in that person that will make it possible for them to become something better. Teaching. Mentorship can't just be about presence, integrity, and love. At the end of the day, you have to have some insight that's worthwhile that helps the person being mentored. They have friends, they have loved ones. This isn't precisely the same as just another buddy. There's overlap. Obviously, there should be some love between the mentor and the person being menteed, but there needs to be content to it. And that means that mentors need to know what they're talking about and know when they've exceeded their area of expertise and be able to say, oh, I know someone you can talk to for that. It's not me, but here's who it is. And also to stay abreast of what advice they're giving so that they're actually giving accurate information and helpful information. Virtues of the soul is the 4th and most amorphous virtue of a mentor. And when I think of that, I think that you could look at the person in front of you simply as a biological entity, the sum total of the facts that make them who they are. But if you do that, you're missing this intangible extra that makes life magical, that makes life marvelous. And the mentor has to live with the head in that magical place. to be able to say life is more than just the facts. It's more than just the information that we have, that we bring something extra to it in the realm of emotion, in the realm of awe and wonder and joy, and that sometimes that spiritual side is despite the facts or above the facts. But a mentor needs to bring that too, and ultimately for me that boils down to the abiding virtue of hope, that the future will be better, that things will work out okay, that we are not trapped by our present.